Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here again, and today we've got a little classic Canadiana for you with Roxy Roller and Sweeney Todd with Nick Gilder from 1976. This track was released not once, not twice, but 4 times in 1976. Lead singer Nick Gilder with his band Sweeney Todd, that being the big hit, at least here in Canada. He then left the band, re-released it as a solo artist. Sweeney Todd without Nick Gilder re-released it with 2 different lead singers, some guy that no one really remembers, and the other being none other than a 16-year-old Bryan Adams before he became a successful solo artist a number of years later. Sadly for them, the track didn't make much of a dent worldwide from any of these follow-up releases, with the original 1976 Sweeney Todd version being the only one to chart in Canada and a couple of other places in the world. It did go to number 1 here in Canada, however. Enough said. Let's close in. Learn how to play it, shall we? All right then, Sweeney Todd, Nick Gilder, and Roxy Roller from 1976. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and this one has one of those one-chord guitar riffs. Just an E major chord here. We're going to grab the bottom 2 strings, 2 or 3 strings, a little down up, right? Then you're going to catch the top 2 strings, the open E and the open B string on the upstroke a couple of times, and repeat that for 4 bars. Right? I think it was Lou Reed who once said, 1 chord is good, 2 chords is you're pushing it, and 3 chords you're getting into jazz. So, but this one, 1 chord, E major. Right? For 4 bars. And then we drop into the first verse, which is just a palm muted open E string for 2 bars. Foxy from the Roxy might turn some heads tonight. Back into the riff for 2 bars. Second half the first verse. And then we're into this. Roxy Roller. Back into that for 2 bars, right? So that little progression there is just 5 off to 4 off to 2 of the A. Roxy Roller. Into the second verse. Just chug that for 2 bars. Riff. Second half of the second verse. Back into some more Roxy Rollers. Roxy Roller. Gonna repeat. Roxy Roller. And then we're into the chorus. Back into the riff again for 2 more bars, right? So what we're doing here is a G sharp power chord into an A power chord. Going to hit that a couple of times and repeat that 3 times. Then you're going to back it up to about a G power chord, quickly slide it into A, back off to G. Kind of like that, right? And you repeat that whole progression 3 times. Right? And while that is going on, during the chorus, there's another guitar playing over top of it with single notes and kind of going down the scale. Right, before dropping back into the riff again. So what we're doing here, we're starting it the same way, 4 on to 5 of the low E. And sliding into that 5 off to 3, we're going to go back to 4 to 5. Then we're going to go 3 to 4 of the A, and then 6 to 7 of the A. And then the little slide this time is going to be from 7 off to 5 of the D. And then the final one, 6 to 7 of the D. And then 5 to 6 of the G, and then 8 to 9 of the G. Back into those power chord slides, right? G to A to G, back into the riff. For 2 bars, right? So that's that little progression there. More Roxy Rollers. Roxy Roller. Another one. Ooh, Roxy Roller. And then we're into the guitar solo. Easy little guitar solo here, starting in A major, shifting off to E major, and we're going to repeat the same solo twice. And that's the solo. So the A major section here, we're going to start on the 2 of the D down to 2 of the G, grab the 4 of the G, and then 2, 5 of the B. Repeat. And then the second time you're going to hang on that 5 of the B, give it a little bend release. Right? And then we shift off into E major and we're going to play this. So 4 of the G, little hammer on from 5 to 6 of the D down to the 5 of the B. Then you're going to go back to this 4 of the G for a double hit. Grab the 7 of the D and then another hammer on from 5 to 6 of the D back to that 5 of the B. Right? And then you repeat the whole thing again. Drop right back into the chorus again. Bars of the riff. A couple of more Roxys. One more. And right at the end of the track, just going to slide into that D note there at the 5th fret of the A, let it ring, and that is the end of the track. And that is how you play Roxy Roller by Sweeney Todd and Nick Gilder. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.